Chapter 3. Wow. Jack! Cried Annie. The skinny dog barked and jumped around happily. Jack was hanging a few feet off the ground with a rope around his ankle, and his glasses and hat had fallen, and bag had fallen off to the ground, and Jack felt the blood rushing to his head. Ah, I must have stepped onto a hunting trap, he said in a strangled voice. I'll free you, Annie said, and she tried to reach the rope, but it was too high. Jack heard voices over a loud, wild barking dog. A blur of people gathered around him and Annie. Oh, mercy, a woman called. We have caught a boy, a man said. The dog licked Jack's face. Help, said Jack. A burly man shooed the dog away and then grabbed Jack. Another cut the rope with a knife, and then he gently lowered Jack to the ground. Jack sat in the leaves, feeling dizzy. He took the rope off his foot and he rubbed his ankle. Here, said Annie, handing Jack his glasses and his hat and his bag. He put them all on and stood up. Now he could see. About 40 or 50 pilgrims, men, women, and lots of children stared at Annie. Some of the children were laughing. The girls were dressed just like the women, and the boys were dressed just like the men. But one person looked different from everyone else in the crowd. His skin was brown, and a deer skin hung over his shoulder. His black hair was braided, and it had a feather in it. Is that Squanto? Jack wondered. The Wampanoag Indian who helped out the pilgrims? Two men stepped forward. One had a smile on his face, and the other was frowning. Good day, the friendly-looking man said. Who art thou? I'm Annie, said Annie. This is my brother Jack. We've come in peace. Welcome to Plymouth Colony, said the man. I am Governor Bradford. This is Captain Standish. Captain Standish kept frowning. He carried a long gun over his shoulder. Oh, wow, said Annie. Wow, said Captain Standish. Wow, whispered others as if they didn't understand. I've just heard a lot about you, said Annie. She looked around. Is Priscilla here? Shh, whispered Jack. I am Priscilla, said a young woman. She looked about 17, 18. Her face looked weary, and her eyes were sad. Hi, said Annie shyly. I was you. Annie, warned Jack. Never mind my sister. Thou was me? Priscilla asked. She sounded puzzled. Never mind my sister, Jack said. She's nuts. Nuts? Repeated Priscilla. Nuts? Whispered others. Oh, brother, said Jack with a nervous laugh. Oh, brother? Repeated Priscilla. Annie giggled. Never mind, said Jack. It's just how we say things at home. And where is thy home? Captain Standish asked. And he didn't sound as friendly as Governor Bradford or Priscilla. We live in a village up north, he said to Jack. Our parents sent us here to, he remembered something from the research book. To learn how to grow corn. But how and when did your family come to America? The captain asked. Jack was worried. Now that he had started making up a story, he couldn't back out, and luckily he remembered something from the book. We sailed to America with Captain John Smith, he said, when he was exploring the coast. Annie and I were just babies then. Ah, indeed, said Governor Bradford. Jack nodded. Indeed, he said. I believe Squanto knew Captain John Smith when he was in Plymouth, said Captain Standish. Perhaps he remembers thee. Everyone in the crowd turned to the man with the braid. Oh, no, thought Jack. He knew Squanto wouldn't remember them. These children say they sailed with Captain John Smith,
Governor Bradford said to Squanto. Does thou remember two wee babies named Jack and Annie?
Squanto moved closer to Jack and Annie. He looked carefully at their faces, and Jack held his breath and his heart pounded. Squanto turned to the governor.
Yes, he said quietly. I remember.